What's up, beautiful souls? Grand Rising. It's Candy, your spiritual bestie, back with our card of the day. Grand Rising. I hope y'all had a restful and beautiful weekend. If you haven't already, please check out my podcast, Real Talk with the Spiritual Bestie. Check out my latest episode, Soul Food. I had the aunties from Chat with the Aunties on with me, and we had a beautiful conversation. Definitely soul food. So if you're looking for something to just like, I'm the kind of person, like, I listen to podcasts and I watch stuff on YouTube that really like feeds my spirit and nourishes my soul, and that's what this conversation was. So go check that out. But let's get into our card of the day. Oh, I did go see Miss Anita Baker this past weekend. She was amazing. So happy to have been able to catch her before her retirement. Just, she was definitely on her game. She hit damn near every hit she ever had. She sang, and she sounds, her voice is just as rich as her records. Just legendary. Miss Anita Baker, she did an amazing job. I was by myself because my fiance did not want to go and I was okay with that. I was in there, y'all. But let's get into these cards. Well, I have one card for y'all today, and it is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, the message that I got this morning was, don't give up. A lot of us give up and get exhausted by the hard work that we put into a situation, and right before we're about to hit what I like to call gold, we give up. We decide we want to quit. We don't want to do it anymore. Now, there are some situations that you just need to walk away from, that you just need to not be a part of anymore, and you know what those situations are. But I'm more so discussing your labor of love. The Pentacles represent our gift. They represent earthly treasures. They represent money and things tied to the gifts that we were given from the beginning. So it's just a reminder that when you feel like giving up, you may need to just instead pause and take a break. And happy new moon in Cancer, guys. This new moon is really about us connecting with those that are close to us. It's about us re-examining situations and people in our lives and just kind of making sure that things still fit. It's also about us planting seeds. So when you think about the new moon, think about, planting those seeds and getting ready to do the work. So new projects, especially right before this Mercury retrograde, going into new projects and getting things started and really just renewing your energy. The newness of the moon is the same moon that has been the moon since the beginning of time. However, the new cycle, and sometimes we need that reset button. Sometimes we need to just start over and start fresh. At this time, if you're thinking about relocating, if you're thinking about moving, I just feel like definitely do your research and make sure that you are knowledgeable and educated on the move that you're about to make. But I feel like some people are really wanting to make new beginnings in different places. Don't be afraid of that. I tell you guys, I've shared this story so many times before. When I moved to Atlanta, it was the scariest thing that I could have done for myself. But I'm going to tell you that it was one of the best decisions that I made for myself, because it helped to grow me up. It helped me to remain alert. It helped me to just kind of hit the reset and ask myself, what are my plans? What do I have going on in my life? It just helped me to re-examine everything. And it also made me stand on my own 2 feet. It made me stand independently and rely on spirit and spirit alone, because I had no support system. That was totally new for me. So if you are considering making a move, making that transition, prepare yourself for it. Be smart, plan it out. But this is the time for you to make that move. I just feel that in my spirit. And also, I just want to remind you that of a story that I read when I read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. One of the stories that he shared was about this guy that was digging for gold, and he was digging for gold, and I've shared this story with you guys before. This guy was digging for gold, and he invested and put all this time and effort into finding gold, and he gave up. He sold his equipment. He was like, I'm tired of this. I thought there was gold here, but there's not. And he sold his equipment. Somebody else came behind him and dug 3 feet and struck gold. Now, the lesson in that story is that a lot of times we give up right before we're about to strike gold, right before we're about to hit the thing that we've been working so hard for. Have faith, pray, ask for help when you need it. I think sometimes we feel like independence is the only way to go. I'm self-made. I did this on my own. I don't need anybody. But the real strength and beauty of a person is when that person is able to let their guard down and be vulnerable enough to say, I need help. Vulnerable enough to say, I cannot do this on my own, and know when to ask for help. Not that you're expecting a handout, not that you're waiting on somebody to do something for you or to come down and save you. But when you need support, and when you need help, and when you need somebody to have your back and to pray for you and to uplift you and to encourage you and to help you keep from quitting, there is nothing wrong, or whatever resources you may need. There's nothing wrong with saying that and making that known. So I encourage all of my strong people out here to not be afraid to ask for help. Because a lot of times when we don't ask for help and we don't, pray and ask God or ask Spirit, however you call that name out, when we don't ask Source for assistance, we tend to burn out. We tend to go so hard and overwork ourselves and not take care of the other things in our life that need attention. It's okay to grind it out, and it's okay to be focused on your grind, but at the same time, you still need to take moments of rest and relaxation and having fun and enjoying being here in this moment. And I think a lot of times we get so caught up in running the race that we forget to enjoy this life. We forget to enjoy the beauty of the blessings. Even if we're not where we want to be, don't forget to enjoy what you have right now. Don't forget to be thankful and enjoy and create moments with your family, with your friends, with your children. Don't forget that. Don't overwork yourself to the point that you are just burnt out. So that's the message that just came up from our 7 of Pentacles today. Don't overwork yourself. Allow yourself to enjoy. Allow yourself to take a moment. Again, I said the other week, it's important that we have balance in our life, that we don't just stop and admire our handiwork for too long, but also at the same time, we do need to clap ourselves up and pat ourselves on the back. I hope that you guys have a beautiful, amazing start to your week. Please check out my podcast, subscribe, comment, rate it, share it, and I love you guys. Till next time, peace.